Look to prove that matrix multiplication is associative in the 2 by 2 case by directly applying how we define multiplication of two matrices. So we're going to let A be the 2 by 2 matrix with components A11, A12, A21 and A22, and we're going to label B and C in a very similar way, so just replace the little a's with little b's and little c's respectively. We're going to start with this left hand side here, and we're going to get that AB multiplied by C is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22 multiplied by B11, B12, A21, A22, and then we're going to be multiplied by C afterwards, but we're going to do this multiplication first. So we're going to get A11, B11 plus A12, oh sorry, I'll put A's down here for some reason, B21, then and that is going to be multiplied by C11, C12, C21, C22. Okay, we multiply this out. This is where it gets a little bit long. So after running through that extremely tedious calculation, this is what we end up with. And we're going to factor out terms involving A. So here we get A11, and then we get B11, C11 plus B12, C21. Okay, and then we get plus A12, B21, C11 plus B22, C21. Okay, so now that's done horribly untidily, but it is done. Now we've got this in a form where we've got terms added together like we would in matrix multiplication, and it turns out that this is equal to the matrix A, 1, 1, A, 1, 2, A, 2, 1, A, 2, 2, multiplied by, you can check this just by reading off. So to find out this first component, we'd be multiplying this one by this one. So here we must have this B11, C11 plus B12, C21, and so on. And then we'd multiply this by this to add that. So that must go down here. It's like just filling in a little puzzle here, because we sort of know what we're trying to get to. That kind of helps us along the way. And then we can fill in the rest of these where necessary. So to find this one here, we would still be multiplying across this top row, but the second column of this, so this is actually going to give away all the rest of the components we need just by considering this example. So A11 will be multiplied by this one here, so that must be this B11, C12 plus B12, C22, and at the bottom here, this is what's multiplied by A12, so we get B21, C12 plus B22, C22, and what we want to just check is that if we would have done this with the bottom two components, we would have got the same thing. So for example, to find this bottom left component here, we'd do this multiplied by this, added to this, multiplied by this, and that these terms are in fact the right terms that we need. So that looks good, and it turns out this here is equal to B multiplied by C. You can see that by, again, direct calculation by calculating BC. So this is equal to A, BC, which is the right hand side. So after this tedious matrix multiplication exercise, hopefully you believe in the associative property if you didn't already. But for now, that is it. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.